It is always an honor and a pleasure to say hello from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Here we go. We've got a big afternoon ahead, and we are so glad that you are with us wherever you're watching from, because this really is Go Fast Day. Now, we're not going to qualify today, but it is Fast Friday.
So you're watching the line, but you just don't know where they stand on setup, on overall downforce, how trimmed out they are, but you're watching the consistency. What I'm seeing out of Marco Andretti's car is a perfectly balanced race car, but maybe just a tick nervous at the back. It looks like it's steering off the rear tires a little bit more than what we saw out of Kirkwood or even his teammate Romain Grosjean. Straight line speed looks pretty good, 239, 240 going into turn 3.
Pretty good, isn't it? 232 is that first flying lap. Let's see what this one looks like for Marco.
But for Tony,
way too tough, man.
Way too
stuck.
He said this is way too tough, man.
Way too tough.
Oh, big wiggle. Marco Andretti almost lost it in the middle of turn 1, and he had already pedaled out of it.
He said this is way too skippy, guys. What is going on with the car?
Yep, and Michael heard that. His dad heard that. And they'll come back and diagnose.
I was just saying it looked like the car was steering off the rear a bit.
Rhythm of reminding me, but also the rear's not good either. After.
Oh boy, that's a big moment.
Check it out again. Oh, great catch. We know Marco's got quick hands, but that got his dad's attention as well. Pato O'Ward is also out on track. And you may have noticed at the top of the speed chart, here is the Arrow Chevy. Guy who came so close to winning this race a year ago and posts a 232.7 mile-an-hour lap.
How about that? And how about the trap speed in turn 3 for Pato O'Ward? 243.1 miles an hour.
Come on. He is flying. He had that scare yesterday, and he is fired up today.
I'm pretty sure we'll see him in the pit stop competition. I haven't seen that list just yet, but they participated the last several years, and oh my goodness, as we're talking.
VK has leapfrogged his teammate Connor Daly. Felix Rosenquist did it, and now Taku. We were talking about Takuma Sato, the two-time Indianapolis 500 winner. He has gone straight to the top with a 234.753 mile-an-hour lap. That is awesome.
First Chip Ganassi racing car here that we've seen run in anger as he gets way high.
We were just talking about that. And Sato goes way high out of 2.
Did he touch?
That rear right's going to tell the story. If he didn't touch, it's got to be so close. An inch. Oh! We were just making light of Stefan Wilson being up that high and saying, ask Taku. He'd say that's nothing. And then he goes and proves it. Oh, my goodness. This guy is special at the Speedway.
Wait a second. That second angle, I think I saw a little tire mark on the wall. Maybe it was just the shadow, but
maybe that was there from somebody else.
Perhaps.
Woo! That is an inch, isn't it?
I'll give you an inch.
Oh my goodness. Lap 3. Lap 3's been that twilight zone. Lap 4, 231.9 to a 231.8. Kirkwood still has the best 4-lap average over Will Power and the rest of the field. And VK has the second fastest speed of the day, 234.1. We'll keep enjoying this run. But the fans, and particularly for the locals here in Indianapolis, the ownership factor of the pride associated, coupled with this event. You know, they feel that it's part of their life, their everyday life, the identity of being an Indiana native and an Indianapolis resident. VK to the top. This is impressive. 232.8, broaching a 4-lap average of 233 miles an hour. This guy knows what it's like to start on the front row. He wants to do it for the 3rd year in a row. Well done, Rinus VK.
Looked a little dicey at the back end of Ferrucci's car turning in for turn 1. 233.6. Wow. On that first lap. That's why it looked dicey, because he was hauling. I'll tell you, AJ Foyt has come to fight at the Indy 500 this year, not for the last row, not for a mid-pack, but between Ferrucci and Benjamin Peterson, these guys have some real speed in their race cars.
And it has not gone unnoticed by the driver
Wow.
group. And he pulls
higher.
out. He pulls out.
Yeah, but he went faster on lap 2.
Wow.
How many times have we seen that today?
Wow.
Not at all, not at that kind of pace. Those are the fastest 2 laps we've seen. Ferrucci has to check up because maybe it was a little too free.
And that's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough today, and it's not going to be enough tomorrow.
Oh,
Way high.
man. All the way down to 195 miles an hour as Colton pulls the ejection stick and says, I'm out.
Pulled the chute on that one for sure. That was the right move. Man, he got so wide in 3. And the question, Townsend, is that because of an understeer, the front washing out, or is he chasing the back of the car up into the gray there?
Just scrub. I think it's just radius. He's even laying down black marks, if you could see there. That is a ton of rear tire scrub and slide. Man.
232.8. This is still massively impressive.
You got to be super impressed with the engineers at Penske for how they have geared this race car.
Oh, big lift there.
I was going to say 5th gear on the front, 6 on the back. In both cases, the blue lights come on to shift right before he turns in, not getting to the hard limiter. That is perfectly executed from the engineers. Little wiggle there, Townsend.
Yeah,
He's working it now.
He made it. He hung on to this one through turn 4, turning into the wind. Easiest corner on the racetrack right now.
To the
Newgarden
top.
hard on the button, and let's see what happens.
To the top, yes. Indeed, with authority. The first 233 mile an hour 4-lap average. How about that? Nobody behind you was the message. Just to take it easy, you can come in at your reduced speed.
Yeah, you know what the P2 thing was all about. We can fix that.
How close was it? And watch it lay down some rubber really close to the wall as well.
He got in really early to that apex, and
You see the tire mark.
Yeah.
Tell you on the back end of it.
look at that right front just scrubbing. He had a lot of steering in trying to complete the corner.
That's what happens. You get this big wash understeer. It pushes all the way up to the wall, and then as you get there, the banking starts to fall off. The front grips up, and then it actually just kicks the back end out right at the last minute.
Oh, boy.
My
Here comes
goodness.
the defending champion, Marcus Ericsson. Lap 1, 234 miles an hour. Lap 2, 233.
It is happy hour.
With
At the
19 minutes to
Speedway.
go.
The temp's still dropping, 102 track temperature. Wind is coming in the driver's directions. Those flags are just slowly floating in the air, and it is perfect at the Speedway right now for fast laps.
We've talked a lot about Chip Ganassi Racing throughout the week, but it's kind of been a little quiet from that camp so far today and Fast Friday. But Marcus Ericsson trying to show the group that this team still has what it takes to be fighting for pole position. Let's see what he can do across the line.
This is the end of lap 3. What's it look like? Pardon me, lap 4, this is it. So, right to the top, you betcha.
Oh, yeah.
233.113.
Look at that first lap, a 2:34.0. Just amazing speed.
Hey, watch this replay, guys. Here's Tony Kanaan. It also involves his old teammate Marco Andretti, and TK not happy. Not happy at all with Marco.
Yeah.
Keep your hand in the cockpit. That's drag you're sticking out, the arrow screen, TK.
Let's just say there are no gentlemen's agreements when it comes down to the last half hour of practice on Fast Friday. It is every driver for themselves. There's Tony Kanaan.
Ray smoking Jack Harvey.
Yeah, let's show you what happened to the people ready. Number 30. Jack Harvey was rolling back to his box. Check this out.
Little wisp.
Yeah, you see it already coming out the back of the car.
Not good.
Obviously not knowing exactly what it is, but
Yeah.
you don't want that kind of issue mid corner in a mid qualifying sim.
The only thing you can convince yourself is we're glad it happened in practice.
Oh, boy. Oh, Jack's
Not not a good sound.
And guys, that was his first time.
Misfire or something.
You got to clutch that. You got to clutch that card. Coast it home.
There it is. Fast Friday has come to a close.
When Graham Rahal says that's it, unfortunately, do you think they plan to sit out practice too to keep their car cold? Is that what he means?
Oh, man, that's a tough one.
But if you are on the cusp,
I see it,
of the top 30, and you're saying, what do we have in our toolkit? Temperature management might be the difference, as we see the 4-lap averages from today, and they are so tight.
What I love about it, in the top 6, 3 Hondas, 3 Chevys.
Yeah, really good.
It's a much more even spread than what we've seen in qualifying trim at the 500 for the last few seasons. And it's going to make for a very, very exciting top 12 and then Firestone Fast 6 shootout on Sunday.
Remember, multi-phase and multi-day is what we're talking about. Tomorrow, the field of 13 to 30 will be locked in. That is set for the 107th running.
How
but then
about
we're going
this
to come
guy
back
right here, Canapino, too.
That
was
was
a pretty
awesome.
awesome run.
That
I mean,
was awesome.
amazing.
And then we're back Sunday for the Fast 12, Fast 6, and then the last chance qualifier. When you get back into these numbers, that's what we're talking about for the field of 33. Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.